Hello, everybody. Hey, I got the boys team today. Aren't I just so lucky? I should give you all a link so that you can come behind in studio and we could all have puff, puff, puff going on here. So welcome, welcome, welcome to this incredible, beautiful Monday. PG, I'm so glad to see you. How you been doing, love? Yeah, oh, he's been off. He's off on a ciggy break. Hi, Josh. Great to see you. Yeah. Super. Yeah, it's been a beautiful sunny day here. I actually posted some pictures on my community channel. I took a couple of pictures of the lake today. I remembered my camera. It's not so easy to take pictures. And Victor, welcome, Victor. I'm so honored to have you here. I really am. Thank you so much. Yeah. And Scotty boy, looking at your puff, 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 I had the craziest dream 2 nights ago. And then the next night, a very interesting, more crazy dream. But the first one, I woke up and I was in like marijuana bonsai world. All the trees were made of, it was so beautiful. It was so trippy. But there were just these big marijuana leaves. And then it was like esplanadered across the wall. And then there was like a little lollipop, a lollipop bush, like a bonsai, not a bonsai, topiary, where they cut figures out of the trees, but everything was beautiful, beautiful cannabis. So yeah, hi Lindsay. So and it's Chloe and Millie and oh guys, I'm so touched that you're all here to support, that we support each other. I don't support you guys enough because of time, but I must really make a plan to support our Laura and Viviane. Yeah, really. I had actually wanted to get Viviane on the channel sometime to actually work with Akash, but maybe Millie or Josh could do that as well, because it is just so incredibly important to know where we come from. Yeah. And to have it like really in a very sacred space to be told to us. Oh, thanks, Victor. I do. Thank you. I do, and I do it seen and unseen. My 33. It's so weird, hey Josh. Now I've told you the story lots, but use the energy and the idea of it all over the place is it would really stress me out that I wasn't thinking about my mother 24/7 because it was such a dramatic situation. And then I thought, okay, every time I see 33, because she was born in 1933, I will send her a beautiful prayer and angels of healing music and just comfort and wrap her up in this beautiful gossamer white blanket of love and send her love. So every time I saw 33, whether it was on the clock or on the number plate or wherever I was, I just took like, really, it doesn't take long. It takes like 2 minutes. And then getting to know Josh and that he's in 330, then I just thought, oh, well, that's just fine. So every time I see 33, I just add Josh into the prayer and into the blessing as well, and the group into the blessing. So I do know that these things have real life. I just want to open the space and seal the space. So I think this is really just so important, as simply as you guys do your spiritual hygiene right now. I don't like to be negative. I don't want to be negative, but it's a serious battle out there. And Josh, you were so upbeat today. I really absolutely salute you for that. Hi, Chloe. Okay. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. All grace to the beautiful goddess. I'm so glad Chloe did sleep. I hope you did dream, Chloe. Yeah, I don't dream that much, but that one was spectacular. The next night was even weirder, but yeah, I do write them down when I the colors were extremely vivid. You know, So Scotty's here for golden showers again, I'm sure. Oh, please do check. As I said, I did take my my camera down to the lake today, and I shall try to remember it. It's something I don't remember. It was something I consciously didn't take my phone with me because I didn't want any disturbances when I had to go for my walk. It was literally just me and my dog and my keys. Oh, Chloe, that's awesome. They just, yeah, I wrote some, there's going to be a lot of healing, guys. So it's a catch up a little bit from yesterday. Just that we are in the space of 9 in the feng shui area at the moment for this week, and it is the space of fire. And it just, like, it's so obvious, but the obvious often doesn't get me. That's part of my problem, my issue. The obvious eludes me. I can think on all sorts of things and on other planets and other tangents and other places of reality. But this planet has always been a big challenge of practicality and obviousness. Yeah, souls are checking, lots of souls are checking in and souls are checking out. It's a huge calling. I've also heard lots of people in my very small circle, people just popping around right now. I don't know if I kind of envy them in a way. I used to envy people that left. I said, no, you've gone and I'm still here. It's going to be a really, yeah. Anyway, let's just go back to the 9, which is, it's a space of fire. And this is really hugely what we're called to be, is to be beings of light. So, I mean, it's just, that's all that I've been saying for this little while, especially yesterday. And our golden shower was actually to just bring more and more light in. This 3/3 portal, and it blends in hugely with the this Venus retrograde. I have Venus very strongly aspected in my chart as well, and I'm in Aries. I have Venus in her house, in the second house, which is, yeah, bordering on my first, yeah, on the first house. So everything for me needs to be pretty. And that's just interesting. Sorry, I'm jumping tangents. I've just been really working hugely with my little elephant. He's my little Dumbo feather at the moment, Ganesha, with all sorts of aspects of him. He's as a protector, but also as a leader and a healer in all of what we're going through right now. It's awakening that red chakra. We're back to the fire, back to the red, awakening our earth chakra. And also he's the protector of so much, of music, of art, creativity, beauty, music, knowledge, wisdom. So we can't, I know, isn't it a beautiful rose? Thank you. Thanks, PG. My Prakriti, sometimes I need to get back to where I was. It makes more and more sense what it is. Just creating, it's creating a beautiful earth space of nature. And you guys, that's what I do. I wander around and it's there whether you know it or not. Some of you jump in, just be nourished, just like be healed, just be inspired, and then go out and create it with your energy, whatever you're doing. So it's like this whole Candyland treat of safetiness. I don't know exactly what I do, but that's kind of sort of what it is. So it's like it's my starship. Oh no, I can't do this. Sorry, I'm on a live call.
Okay, just call me back.
I will. Thank you, my love. It's the pizza boy. Have you got time there, Josh? Can you dash and do a door dash to Oldenburg, to Germany? Yeah, lots and lots of diamonds and gold. And that was so interesting yesterday. That was the last for a while. It's been very much this energy. And today it was just hit me with just so many beautiful, deep colored crystals. So I think that this portal that we're going through is going to awaken, I I know, PG. Thank you. That's exactly. PG was in my office. Now I understand. Oh, PG, I love you so much. If you look at the thumbnail for today, that's what came out. And then my computer wouldn't give me any more. This incredible, dramatic crystal energy that we're going to be moving into. I know it's waking up. Yeah. $500 tip. Cool. Any day. I used to go and get coffee at the garage, and then I stopped getting coffee, and I would just ask them for a glass of water and put the coffee money in the jar. I said, because that's really what you want, is the money in the jar, isn't it? And these poor guys, I mean, what people spend in 2 days on coffee is what they earn in a month. So I just, yeah. Peaches, Mr. Floyd's delivering. I've got so much pizza, now I'm going to really be wanting pizza. And no broccoli. But remember that, Scotty, you've got to eat broccoli at night, eh? So you've got to catch up on all the broccoli you didn't eat in the day. Oh, thank you so much, PG. I can really, sometimes it's a very alone road for me, and sometimes it's lonely. Sometimes it's shit fucking lonely because I don't really speak the language. Yeah. I am going to have the most incredible cozy bath after this. I've been battling with a little bit of a pressure headache in my head. Too much energy. I'll eat your broccoli. I love broccoli. I make it with a dipping sauce. That's always yummy. So you've got takers for your broccoli. So the energies are coming in fast and furious. Being an Aries, I know how fast these things can come. And the thing is, we're not just, yes, we're feeling it today. It makes sense. I was feeling it like a few days before, and sort of you could be wanting to like change your whole life again. So just hold tight, think very carefully. And there's so much, my favorite word, oxymoron going on with big, small, happy, sad, with Venus in retrograde. So as fast as we're wanting to move forward, the Venus retrograde is knocking us back and making us argue with ourselves. So just be aware of that. And as you go, we really, it's like stepping stones. Try not to get stuck, guys. Really, the energy is fast. If you get stuck for too long, it's going to be really difficult to stand up again. So even if you're not quite finished on that little step, I urge you just to say, well, okay, I know this is the next step I need to do, and I can come back to do this later. Or maybe not at all. And that's also okay. But the energies are seriously just pouring in. Lots of healing energy, lots of creative energy, lots of new thought energy. Oh, God, everything goes off at once. As I told you, I must actually put a link. What is... If you don't watch it, I think she puts out a new vlog on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, which is Era of Peace, and she always also does just a very nice little meditation. It's not long. It's about 15-16 minutes or so. And March Magic. Millie, I think that is beautiful. I didn't see that. It's March, mad as a March hare. So lots of bunnies around. There is so much magic and so much interesting, crazy thoughts coming out for people. Write them down. Don't be shy of your pen at the moment. And remember your tools. Yeah, water, to drink, to bath, to shower. Just to love, just to sit by water. Water is going to be just so amazing. Breathing. Be so beautifully conscious of your breath, of breathing in and out, which sounds obvious, but it's not. And really breathing in more and more golden energy. You can't get too full. The worst that's going to happen to you is you're going to get cold. because that's when too much energy comes. Well, and it's not too much. When a lot of energy comes in, you get cold, and when you're releasing a lot of energy, it's you feel very hot. You get the hot flushes. So observe. We were talking a little while ago about observing the moon cycles. Now, see if we can, even just what's happening in the days before full moon. I know my mother would always say, "Oh God, it's full moon. No wonder she's like this." So yeah, you can become quite emotional. Or whatever. You don't have to be. This is the whole thing, is we're trying to like surpass these energies now and really start creating this new earth, this new energy. Let me put some other pretty things. Millie, I did post some pretty pictures of my village. Oh yes, galactic crystalline wave energy, absolutely. Just thanks for that reminder. That was also here. You will, and please God, you will be feeling contact. They really, our energies are raising so much. The reason that they couldn't have a contact with us was that our energies were very down. So so be open to it. Be open to saying that you're open to it, to contact with your soul family, your star family. A lot of Arcturians, I think a lot of people do the Arcturians. They popped into me by default. Yeah. But yeah. They yeah, it's not, and listen, yeah. I was just writing a whole lot of stuff today. Yeah, they can get scary. Yeah, it can get scary. So thanks for that. But for most of you guys, actually, I'm fibbing. I'm telling a lie. I really am, because it is. You've got to hold on really tight, guys. We're going to go down to some very dark places. I don't want to be negative, but that came out into my readings, my writings for myself. So to share with people that we are going to go down into a very dark space. The next 2 weeks, I'm not sure how long Venus is going to be in retrograde. But hold on to your seat belts, get your life jackets on, remember how to swim, stay in contact with the family. Yeah, we've got a very beautiful family here. It's taking beautiful. Thank you, Josh. Josh, you were on total form again today. I love it when your body's not feeling sick, because it can get out of the way and the energies can come in. I always used to embrace high fevers as I got older, because it would really take me to Oompa Loompa land. I could really just like burn all this shit out. So yeah, it's okay. You know, I'm burning up on one level, which I know is just like pouring through a whole lot of energies, and at the same time, just because that's making space for new energies to come in, and we don't want to hold on to this shit, guys. It's enough. It's enough. And we're going to be seeing so much of it again with this Mercury retrograde, that we're going to have lots of repeat performances of relationship things. And it's for us to acknowledge that this is how I dealt with it in the past. How am I going to handle it in the future? And sometimes the relationships are just popping into your space to say, hello, thank you, I've grown, no thank you, bye. So whether it's even just in a thought form or in a reality form, yeah. And they come in many different disguises. It was an answer to something that Victor had said, but I think Victor's gone flying somewhere along the cosmos again. In one of my NDEs, and I was this was with that same one where I saw all the gold dust, and I would just have these kind of visions in my head of this whole troop of angels coming by and energies, or this whole troop of the Mother Mary and but anyway, so Mother Mary and Buddha and Ganesha and Jesus, and it was like a whole village was coming to visit me. And later, when I was speaking to some friends, a friend came to my house and she bought me a flower when I was back home, and she said, I really wanted to get red, but I just couldn't. I had to get you this incredible salmon color. And I said, but that's just so amazing. Because when I was in hospital, I had this feeling of this big scarf of silky salmon just like wrapped all the way around me. And it was just so amazing. And she said, oh, wow, Crystal, that's my prayer. That was when I was in meditation and I thought to pray for you. And that is exactly what came up, the way that I described it to her. And then I spoke to another friend of mine. He said, God, I don't know what you believe. So I just sent the whole troop out there. So, and that was like that whole troop that I was seeing of Jesus, Mother Mary, Ganesha, Buddha, Krishna, you name it, Allah, the whole lot. So your prayers are thought forms. So this is also your thoughts and your words. So be very careful what you're thinking. Oh God, yes, and it's Mercury retrograde as well. When is Mercury retrograde? We are getting, I hope it's just a triple whammy, and I hope everybody's making 3 good wishes. These energies are going to be quite interesting for 3 to 6 days. I would say 9 days that we're going to be working with this 3-3 portal. Spend as much time as you can outside. I'm going to be eating red food tonight. I'm doing the fast in the day. Oh, Millie, can't you download them? I know that story. Yeah. And for the next part of the feng shui, we're working into the water space, into what we're here for. That will get quite dark. You might want to get something very protective from Chloe. I think black tourmaline would be awesome. Black tourmaline absorbs a lot of stuff, but just know that it does need to be rinsed. It does need to be cleaned. It's not one of those self-cleaning things. It does help if you have the black tourmaline with citrine. It's a beautiful combination of healing and cleansing. But we're going to be really absorbing a lot of negativity. And remember to give it to the earth. Just sit on the earth. Just as much as you're breathing in, just push that energy, that negative energy, let it flow down to the earth. She uses it to make compost with it, which is, yeah. Oh, Scotty, that's what you need. Yeah, just give it a rinse. Give it a rinse, because what happens is that they absorb so much, and then it turns on you guys, and it will start spewing its pew back at you, especially the crystals that you wear. Yeah, it's a good idea, Grace. Or download them, yeah, but then you need them. There's a good plan. Yeah. I always come back to rose quartz just because it just is, it's my stone. Yeah. I think in the next few weeks, we're going to really be opening up more and more to the stories that the Crystal Kingdom have to offer us this time round, on a very organic level. Remember, they are storers of intense knowledge. So sitting with them in quiet contemplation or meditation and listening, obviously with a book next to you. Please, please, please journal, guys. boys especially, or doodle, so that you have some trigger memory of what was going on, of your dream or the insights that you have. Meditation is just for me, but I know should be for everybody else, spending quiet time and just saying, I'm here, I'm open. Obviously protect yourself first. Sorry, I tend to forget to say that because it just goes without saying, but we need to remember to just put ourselves in a beautiful golden egg of love, light, and protection, and may only the highest good, to the highest good of all, and the highest energies that are of purity, love, and truth come through. So, remember that one, because there's lots of energies. Remember, as we're letting out these positive energies are coming in, these other guys are really smacking back. And, there's a lot of that's why there's a lot of manipulation of negative energy and magic. If you go to South Africa, you will be quite horrified that you will just see it on every billboards, not billboard, but on every rubbish bin, there are these stickers for magic spells. It's like you'll walk one block and there will have been at least 200 flyers. When I was younger, we had what we called native shops. My parents had a business and it was kind of downtown. And they were amazing. They were always run by Indians. And you walked in, it was the smell of tobacco leaves, big raw tobacco. But there was all sorts of stuff hanging around there. I mean, you bought clothing from them and other than lotions and potions. But they held the muti to very interesting things, cowtails and hide, and I'm sure that there were things that were under the counter that you shouldn't buy. And unfortunately, a lot of people are just brought up with this, especially the indigenous cultures, as earthing as they are, they also do a lot of conscious magic. That's why when I work with feng shui, because as I've said before, it's so close to being a magic art. I try to look at it more as a science and as an energy for transformation. And maybe I have to just think sometimes, am I doing the right thing, or do we need to do more things? Because I just strongly believe in the power of light. If I had absolutely nothing, which I've been through spaces, what would I have? I have nothing. I have nothing to protect myself with. I just have me and the energy around me. That working hugely with pouring the energies, golden energy through me, started during COVID when I was in Germany, because when COVID hit, I'd hardly been here. And then we were all put into our homes, and I hadn't got medical aid yet. So it was all a little anxious for me. And my son is quite a sensitive asthmatic. So I would just pour golden light into us as often as I could, definitely twice a day, but as often as I could. And obviously when the ambulances came to the people next door, it was all a little more terrifying for me. It was, we all held our breath during COVID at some point. The auntie C, the tante C. So it was quite nice practice just to work with that energy. And I must say, I haven't been ill for a long time. I think the body hasn't been ill. It's because of the energies and the higher upgrades. So that's what's happening to us, guys. So take a big page out of Joshua's book today and just get going with what you're supposed to be creating. PG's creating stuff on the computer. Maybe creating is not just limited to art. Creating is baking or cooking or gardening or walking or dancing or singing. And Chloe, that's awesome. If you feel the urge to dance, dance. just do a little twirl. This is your life. Doesn't matter what the neighbors or the people around you think. I mean, obviously you can't have a full-on stomping session when you're at work, but it is about getting back to we're in such a conundrum at the moment, and such a dichotomy, and such a oxymoron, where as much as we are pulling and drawing on so much from the ancient cultures, and we need to get more in tune with our eating, with our breathing, with our connecting with earth every day, where it's just natural for us. At the same time, there's the other side of that, where there's a lot of like things that shouldn't be spoken about, the practices, yeah. So in South Africa, we have, I love that. Scotty's really on a roll. Dance naked, free your soul. I love that. I used to, when I was working a lot, I would have so much energy that I would like sneak out in the middle of the night and go and dance at this gay club, which was a great place because you feel safe. As a woman, you feel safe, and the way that I dance, I could really dance, and I would just like dance at so much of that energy out. It was insane. Yeah. So Chloe, yeah, the more that we're working with this stuff, I'm so glad. Yeah. Grace, I'm so glad that you're creating with your crystals. Do you do jewelry or beadwork? It's something nice that Chloe could do. And you'll feel that you become more and more focused. And yes, you'll need less and less sleep. It becomes a bit of a problem. Yeah, it's only in the last few years that I've been in Germany that I've slept. For the most of my life, I never slept. Even as a child, I was always just too busy doing something. Yeah. Oh, but Grace made beautiful things. She made like these sculptures out of crystals. I found I did some unpacking, as much as I don't want to do it, but I opened 2 pictures and they were just so interesting with the universe. It wasn't what I thought was in the box. I thought it was something else. It was actually the last picture that I painted before my eyes died, and a picture from my childhood. I'm actually going to get that picture very quickly. Oh no, wait! I'll photograph it and put it up on. I forgot. I hadn't forgotten the picture. I just thought it was a lot smaller. It's quite big. So our tools: a box of crayons, a box of paints, a pot of herbs, some potting soil, some seeds. Cool. Maybe do you sell them, Grace? Chloe's making crystals. Just for those that are, I gave all my tools away, and a lot of my beads are still a lot. I still have a lot I gave away, but I gave all my tools away to my workers in South Africa when I was there the last time. I thought I wouldn't use them again, and I don't think that will take a lot to collect tools again here. Things like tools are very expensive here. What are you doing, PG? Are you dancing? Yeah. I think Grace, we discussed Grace. Grace did a lot of things like that as well. I used to do jewelry for my clients. That's how I started doing jewelry. It was something just to keep me occupied at home when I had nothing to do, which I wasn't in the garden. I was always busy. And it's something just that you might think that you have no time. I used to have to work with my time, where I'd say, okay, I've only got 15 minutes, and then if you've got children or had children, you've got to like stop your day and go and do something else. But use those 15 minutes, find something that is productive. when my daughter did ballet, I used to read. We weren't allowed to watch. We could only watch like once a month or once every 2 months or something. So I'd sit in the car outside, and I would read, but it became just so irritating because you always want to turn the page to know what's coming next. So I put the book away and I started doing cross stitch. I made samplers and they were absolutely great. You know, when people saw them, when I'd finished them and I framed them in my house, they said, God, you must have a lot of time. I said, no, I don't. This is just, they've only been done while I sit in the car waiting for ballet. And it was really great because you can actually put it down literally where you've put your needle in, because it's all a matter of counting. Very good for focus. Focus, I think I've mentioned it before, and if I haven't, focus says me jumping all over the place. But yeah, focus is one of our biggest superpowers that we have to work with. One of the easiest ones is staring at your finger if you're at a traffic light. These are where you can utilize that time. So I like to try and come up with practical things so that we don't sit and listen to the news or get into our thoughts of and let them spiral, or sit with a pen and stare at it for a minute. Is a very long time to stare at something without letting your focus wander. And then the other one for focus is to go around the clock. It also works very much on your third eye to open it up and to give it a massage, which is moving your eyes in a clockwise direction to the right 3 times and then in a clockwise direction to the left 3 times. Remember to do something for your neck. This is also where the energies can get stuck here. It's a very powerful hour. The space of God. I've forgotten the actual name, but just do backwards and forwards and watch your posture. Keep your chakras glowing. That was what came for me today amidst all these beautiful, bright, wonderful crystals, crystal portals that were just in the air today. Was, I see it now, that the universe wants our crystals to be vibrating like dramatic. Did I say our crystals? Wants our crystals to be vibrating like chakras. Wants our chakras to be vibrating like dramatic crystals. So if you have a look at my Ganesha or some of the portals that PG and I have created, I'm sure this will be inspiring for PG, and we shall see some absolutely amazing things from him this week. Yeah, so just even when you're walking, try to use that time. It takes like literally like 7 or 8 seconds just to visualize the chakras. I know some of us do like a quick 7-minute chakra cleanse before we do our other meditation or whatever. But if you're in the bathroom, if you're in the shower, give them a specific scrub, you know, up your back, to the mouth of God, to the mouth of God. There's quite a change in the chakra system from here, where it becomes the third eye, and then this is a gift. We open up and we can allow the energy to come in, but it's not yours to manipulate. Whereas you can manipulate your chakras. This is a pure gift, so be grateful for the energies that come streaming in. PG is going to be dancing. Yeah, as I say, lots of pressure build up. Try and thanks, Victor, for stopping by and for being here so long. I hope you enjoyed that bit. That was specifically for you, that you got that bit about seeing prayers and how powerful it is. More and more of us are going to be seeing these things. So at the moment, you've just got people to point the way and to help you to say that, see that what you're seeing is energy, and just practice it and write it down, because tomorrow you'll see more, or the next day. And as I said, the energies are just pumping. So be safe, Victor, and maybe I'll see you one morning. But I usually wake up and have a meditation or something. I'm also, I just sleep for 1 hour and then meditate and wake up and listen to something, my bedtime stories, sleep a bit. So the takeaways: enjoy your red space. Go and sit there, sit in that space, bask in the sunlight, bask in the being of you. You are just morphosing, whatever the word would be. We are just shining and called to be beacons of light. You can always calm down in a nice, beautiful, healing bath. Just enjoy, Scotty boy, and don't just keep riding. It's like jumping, you know. It's like from lily pad to lily pad. So Napoleon. Sorry, I don't know Napoleon Dynamite. I had a vision of the little Napoleon. I don't know. I'll have to look up Napoleon Dynamite. Thanks for that. I like to hear new music that I've never heard. I shall listen to Napoleon, not Bonaparte, Dynamite. Cool. And yeah, eat clean as much as you can. Besides broccoli, Scotty, what are you fasting from? As I said, it's good for the body. It really does clear the body. It's good to do a fruit fast once a week because we've been so brainwashed that we should be eating these big breakfasts. It was all a ploy to make money or to stop children from masturbating. That was why you were fed cornflakes, because they had a thought that somewhere it dropped your libido down. So stay away from those cornflakes, Scotty. Yeah. Dance, 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 dance. And if you can't dance, your hands can dance. I used to do beautiful hand dancing. Thank you, Grace. Drink lots of water. Yeah. And bless it and energize it and shower in it and bath in it and the water that you cook with, and bless the water that comes out your tap for all the other people because it's just going to make your whole village happier. Yeah. And this is just about unity and collective and unselfish and unconditional love and just pouring out what you have. And the big thing that keeps coming up and I keep forgetting is just remember, guys, God doesn't give you any more than you can cope with. So we all got this. And bless Venus. I sometimes feel it's nice to kind of know a little bit about what's going on, but not too much, because often we can self-sabotage ourselves. And if you're on a good road like Scotty, the last thing you want to do is see one of those crazy videos out there. Scotty, do you do much? Just interesting for me. What's your scrolling, your YouTube, social media like? Yeah, 5 time zones. You know, Lindsay, that was interesting. Yeah, that was with the Bach flower. Of course, it's 5. It's a punch. I remember. Well, anything when you make a punch is 5 in Hindu, whatever, Sanskrit. Yeah, that's why Scotty's flying. Thanks, Scotty. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate being part of your influence or your entertainment. Venus ruled Sun. Okay, you also so you're Taurus, Millie. Venus rules somebody else as well. Who else does? I'm not so big on. If I look at a chart, I can get, but I never really studied. I was just interested in the main things in a chart. And if I look at your chart, I can get a sense of what it is about, because I think I see the pictures in it and I see the sacred geometry in the center. So I'll pick that out right away if you've got like triangles or cuts or grand crosses. Yeah. So there's just, and we are just so sufficient unto ourselves. Those are just things that getting caught up in internet in the last 5 years, because it's something I've never done in my life, has actually been one of the worst things that's ever happened to me. I learned a little bit, not much. Not much. I really knew so much before, just with reading and was tuning in and was dealing with people. And the garden has been my biggest teacher in my life. I think sometimes people want to ask when I started with feng shui was I had most of this stuff behind me. I didn't find the right space. This is also what's happening to people right now. You might feel you've got everything and then you decide to do something else. And then I went to, I sewed, I'd been a book dealer, I'd run a shop, a children's shop. I then moved into Rudolph Schabot when my lover, my karmic lover died. He committed suicide. Then I moved into, well, before that, he was an architect and, no, but it was before, sorry, it all goes before. But I've always been involved with architecture and we would, it was quite a tough time and somebody was doing a workshop in the ghetto as part of the Rudolf Steiner setup. And I went and assisted with that. So, where did I go with that? Then that was Steiner. I was just thinking, got so much. Then I started with reflexology, the healing arts, and got into Egyptology through that because the Egyptians worked a lot with the feet. And that's why they always kiss the feet, not in Egyptian, but in a lot of the holy orders. The Muslims say that there's more energy comes out of your feet than out of your hands. And it's just really so sad that we actually seal up our feet most of the day. Vedic astrology, okay. Shelley, do you do Vedic astrology? They work a lot, and they work quite differently with all of these things. And it's also they don't work with crystals as such in the way that we do, but they will work with green stone or specific stones on the fingers, and they have to touch the finger the way that they are made. So you have people that make specific jewelry for astrology, because the energy of the stone has to actually be open. It can't be enclosed. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose. There was also some other silly thing that I read that I can't remember. I think that it was something that was huge. It was like Indian women own 70% of the jewelry that is worn by women in the world or possessed, and most of the gold as well. And it's also, most of it's symbolic, we're talking about the 5. So had to be with the Bach flower remedies with 5. If you don't know about the Bach flower remedies, have a look at it. They're really nice. They're natural. They've been around for not that 100 years or so. Also one of those interesting German people who they are mainly for negative emotions. We were talking about emotions. The Bach, the rescue remedy is just amazing. I remember giving it to a young child. What had happened? He'd fallen out of the car or crashed his hand. He was small. He was 3 or 4. And I gave, I had in one always had rescue remedy with me, either the tablets or the drops. And I gave him some drops, and his mom said to me a couple of 10 minutes later, she said, "What the heck did you give my child? It's like amazing." He's like so calm now. I said, it's rescue, and it's just completely natural. So go under the tongue. But anyway, he went off into the forest. He was manic depressive, and he went into the forest, and whatever negative emotions he was experiencing, he would ask, it was his meditation, to take them to the highest or the deepest, darkest degree that they could be. So if it was grief or depression or anxiety or loneliness, and he would walk through the forests until a flower spoke to him. And then he would make essences out of those flowers to heal that emotional response. But yeah, so very interesting. There are practitioners. But just the rescue remedy, if you just put it in your jug of water, you can put a couple of drops for the day. It works a bit like homeopathy as well. You don't have to do so much. Yeah, that's also in your toolbox. Your chanting, your mantras, your oming, you're sitting up straight. Remember, the Buddhists say that 90% of enlightenment is in our posture. So if our backs were all curled up or we're slouching all the time, it's very difficult for the energies to have a strong, clear channel. And a very easy way to breathe, obviously, it can go yeah, absolutely. I will tell you the SHUI salts another day. he actually comes from this area. It's the, what are they called? We call them something else. Tissue salts, also something else to look into. Yeah, he was, yeah, we've got for all the crazy things that Germany has, it has also all the other crazies as well. And we did produce some amazing music and literature and amazing healing. Yeah, all over the world, join hands. Aww. Right now, so let's join hands. Yeah. Are we joining hands for peace? Just for fun, just to sing. I posted a nice Sam Garrett on my page, or just Google Sam Garrett. He does some nice Rasta spiritual mantras, so you can sing along or dance along to the mantras. Yes, we're all alchemists. My hands are just oozing, pumping so much energy out right now. And practice your energy, guys. Practice your energy field, Walk around your house, feel all those sharp edges and see how sharp they're getting. Be afraid, be very afraid. And don't forget to look where they're hitting you. Because if they're hitting you, or they're hitting certain areas, or they think the energy is from outside, you've got telephone poles or the roof of the house next door, and it's hitting straight into your relationship area, this could be harming you from outside, and you need to put a mirror there, or a wind chime, or a faceted board just to deflect that energy. Yeah, you want to get some energy. There we go. Let's just pour energy at everybody and around the world, and this beautiful, magnificent earth that is birthing, and just showering us with so many amazing energies and opportunities and new things to do. And oh yes, do something new in your home so that you can see that you've done something. And yeah, just may there be huge amounts of healing, and may people just get off the misery train and take a step outside and take a walk and actually do the Victor smile. Yeah. And just enjoy the sunshine, and enjoy the beautiful flowers that are growing, and enjoy the amazing food that we just have every day, and the beautiful beds that we go to sleep on with beautiful cozy blankets. Yeah, and something warm in our tummies to eat, and something fresh to drink, and something cleansing to wash with. We are also blessed, and we are so grateful to be blessed. and so grateful for this amazing group to share this beautiful energy with. So be blessed with amazing double, triple, quadruple amounts of beautiful, viscous, golden plasma energy. Enjoy. That was really nice. Thanks, Chloe, for the hold hands. Who's back? Me. Yes, we are this world, and this is what we've got to do. We've got to be, yet again, let's say, sit in your fame area, just enjoy it. Even if it's not, just go and sit there for 5 minutes and just say, it's going to double that energy. Just to remember who you are and to know that you are this incredible being of light. And this is part of the big reason why you've come here. Just part of the big reason. Being full of energy, there's very little else that you can do. Yeah. Just don't sit in misery, guys. Just find something quickly. I used to do the Garfield joke, which was, I'm feeling so down, 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 doo dee down, doo doo be dee be down, down, down dee doo be down, 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 doo boo be dee be down. You got it. So yeah, make it into a song. Make your misery into a song. That's what many songs were about. The blues was all about misery. Rhythm and blues. That's, it's the African. It's so sad. Isn't it so sad that our music for so long has been about miserable things? So we will sing about more beautiful things in the next phase. And yeah, the earth is changing. I think Grace said somewhere we definitely need a new way of operating and a new way of working with our energy and a new way of combating. It's coming. Community obviously is blessed and huge. Any other tools that you can think of that we can use in our toolkit? Peaches, are we back with Peachy again? Millie, Chloe, have you posted your awesome cat? Chloe has got the most awesome cat. Has everybody seen Peaches? You're a weaver. That was just think about that, and know that this is going to be part of our huge toolkit. I think we need to practice. I'm not quite sure how. That if we jiggle the internet because our energies are too strong, PG knows that when he's the work and it crashes, yeah, because he's bringing stuff down. We know this stuff. I find that is just so incredibly hopeful that we will be able to jigger a lot of this AI shit. So it's something that we can work on. We don't all have the tools or the money to be able to get all the things that we can combat or buy our way out of things. So Dreamweaver, yeah, I love that. I always wanted to be a Dreamweaver. It was something like, what is a Dreamweaver? What is a Dreamweaver? They make websites. Chloe, you need a Dreamweaver. Here's Mal. I've got a Yuki with wings. Very grateful for you, Millie. Oh, my eyes are, I don't know, my eyes are hot and cold from the cold weather. They really kind of freeze up. It was such an interesting walk this morning. Because there wasn't a cloud in the sky, and it was yesterday. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, but yet it was raining. There was a logical thing. There's the trees, the frost on the trees was melting and dripping down. Grace, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate. Please show We need to do a Zoom again with Josh so that we can see some of Grace's beautiful work. Thank you. Or send photos to Josh or to me and we can post them. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Millie. I'm also going to go now. I'm going to say love and leave you. I will share with you here. Enjoy the next part of your journey for today. And just keep going, guys. Just keep going. Remember, jump on top of all the shit and you can come home and have a nice bath tonight and get rid of it. So enjoy the rose. Jump in the Prakriti rose where you're safe. Create. Come and feast like a little bumblebee on beautiful honey and go off and spread it out there into the world. Oh, it's so exciting. So love you all lots and lots and lots and lots. And I am sending you the energy of the Great Divine Mother from, she's a mixture of Lakshmi today and Kuan Yin, so, and the Mother Mary. Oh, they're all jumping in. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. One day I'll even sing for you. Scotty, Millie, Shelley, PG. Oh, Norval. Bye. And have the most grace. Thank you so much for everybody for stopping by. And be energized. Live energized. And live in your beautiful golden bubble. It's okay to live in La La Land. Mwah. See you on Wednesday. Bye.